All right. Page 6 of the book of Genesis. This is the King James Version of the Holy Bible for kids who can't read good and who want to learn to do other things good too. I may fuck up really, really bad. Comment your comment down in the comments and make sure to smash that dislike button because I don't fucking know where we're at anymore, if I'm being honest. This whole thing is just gobbledygook, dude. Alright, okay. Leaving the ark. Okay. Genesis chapter 8, verse 15. And God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou, and thy wife, and thy sons, and thy sons' wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both of fowl, of cattle, and of every creeping, god damn it, of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth. Okay, so first off, every single cow and deer and giraffe and rhinoceros and all that shit that ever lived, they didn't come from just two motherfuckers on a big ass giant whoever knows how big boat. That didn't happen. So I love you, you know? Please don't think that I'm making fun of you, but that's come on. We gotta know that this is just like a story, right? It's like a story, like telling us about stuff, but it's not. It shouldn't be taken as realism because I feel like people take this shit literally, and if you take that literally, if you think that some dude named Noah who lived 600 years built a big ass boat that was like 300 cubits by whatever, and took every thing of fowl and cattle and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and just survived like a giant flood that was like 40 days and 40 nights, but also 150 days, but also 10 months, but also 1 week, and I mean, like, come on, we're like, okay, never mind. Whew. Bring forth thee Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee, of all flesh, both fowl and cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. Creepy, creep, creep, creep. And they may breed abundantly upon the earth, and be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth. And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing. Why is the Bible so fucking creepy? Why are we talking about creeping shit? Like, I'm only on page 6, and I feel like I've said creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth like 77 times. And that is, to me, a problem. Okay? Um, yeah. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth after their kinds, and went forth out of the ark. Dude, oh my god, this is exhausting. And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. So does that mean he burned clean beasts, and he burned clean birds and shit on the altar? Because that's pagan shit, right? Like, that's what people used to give pagan shit about, like animal sacrifice and stuff like that. Not to the devil or whatever, but like to God. Like, that's kind of very similar, I guess, if you think about it. And the Lord smelled a sweet savor. And the Lord said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done. So I'm not gonna fuck y'all up again, basically, because y'all are wretched, but at the same time y'all are born wretched, and you can still be good or whatever. I guess is this where original sin comes from? Because like this is way past Adam and Eve. Like we already did that whole Adam and Eve thing, and this just seems like to like reiterate You know, like the whole, you're bad, basically. You're born bad. Man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again smite any more every living thing as I have done. I killed everybody. I killed everything but, like, 2 non-gay giraffes on your boat, you know? While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease. So he just was like, we're just gonna keep going on with, like, the weather pattern. Was that going on during the 40 days and 40 nights of 10 months of 7 days of 150 days of flooding, where the mountaintops were flooded, but, like, it was only 15 cubits, but, like, the boat was 30 cubits tall? I don't fucking know. Who knows? We don't fucking know. God blesses Noah, right? And God blesses Noah and his sons, and said unto them, be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. Because, obviously, everybody else got drowned, like a motherfucker, and the sharks ate them, and they drowned, and they weren't 15 cubits tall as the mountains, even though the boat was, like, I guess 30 cubits tall, so I guess the boat was twice as tall as a mountain, or whatever, you know? And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon every, oh my God, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. So we're once again saying, like, the same thing he said to Adam and Eve, like, everything that lives and walks and moves and creepeth, creep upon the earth is yours. Again, I guess. Again. Even though, like, I got really mad and flooded everything and made you build, like, a big boat that was, like, 15 times the size of Kansas or some shit. I don't fucking know anymore. You know, I give up. Every morning, or every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. So, like, you just get to have everything again. Okay. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. So, is a fish not have blood? And flesh? And life? Wait. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, and help meet for you, basically. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. I guess, in a roundabout way, that's like a dumbass way of trying to say, like, don't eat people. Like, anybody that believes in God and knows God and loves God or whatever, you shall not eat. But if that's the case, then if Noah and his sons and everybody is, like, replenishing the earth and being fruitful and multiplying, that means that there's not other people, right? So, like, if there's not other people, then who would there be to love the Lord and know God that they should not eat? Because everything else is meat for them. You know? Let's start this over. Genesis chapter 9, verse 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon everything that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. I'm giving you all the motherfuckers that live. I guess don't eat the mom and dad, like, eat the babies, because you just got off the flood or whatever, and be fruitful and multiply, and let them be fruitful and multiply, and you can have all of them, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Which is, once again, that's fucking, that's pretty confusing. Whatever. Who gives a shit? And surely your blood of your lives will I require. Whoa! That took a turn, didn't it? Genesis chapter 9, verse 5. And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. That's pretty sick, dude. Like, that's, what the Once again, I must reiterate, I am not making fun of anyone's beliefs. I am reading the King James Version of the Holy Bible. And, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's kind of goofy. Like, this don't make no motherfucking sense. And when you do try to make it make sense, it makes even less sense somehow. And that's fucking crazy to me. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God made he man. Okay, so here, let's stop at this one. Genesis chapter 9, verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made he man. So, God made man in his own image, and whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. So that's like being okay with revenge. Like, revenge is okay, because I'm pretty sure killing the motherfucker that kills your brother isn't going to bring your brother back. Like, that's kind of sick. I don't know. And you, be ye fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein. God damn it. Okay. I got so many fucking questions. And I feel like anybody that would take this serious and actually listen to this, that would actually want to give me answers, would just give me the answers that they think they have the answers for. But this don't make no motherfucking sense. Okay? Verse 9, Genesis chapter 9, verses 1 through 7. We're going to read this whole thing in one long strip, and I want you to tell me what you think this means. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand they are delivered. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb I have given you, all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. And surely your blood of your lives will I require, and the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother, I will require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of God made him man. And you, be ye fruitful, and multiply, and bring forth abundantly to the earth, and multiply therein. This is the most contradictory, dumbass shit I've ever read in my life. He's saying you can have once again, you can have all the beasts of the earth and the fish of the sea. You can have them. But you can't have them. And you can't kill man, because if you kill man, man shall kill you, which is okay, but it's not okay, because whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Which revenge seeks revenge, which is cool, because in the image of God man made him. But be fruitful and multiply, and bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein. Make a bunch of dudes, make a bunch of babies, which I guess comes from Noah and his sons. I don't fucking know, because everybody else got drowned and shit, right? Oh. Alright. God's covenant with Noah. Verse 8. Okay. And God spake unto Noah, and to his sons with him, saying, I guess we're back to the sons thing. They didn't eat all the fish of the sea and kill each other or whatever. And behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed after you, and with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. So he's basically like, I'm with everybody that leaves this motherfucker after you finally hit dry land, but we've already been talking about what Noah and his sons get to have, and I guess sons and sons and sons, but they don't get to have each other, but they do get to have each other. Blood begets blood, and blah, blah, blah. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by my waters of a flood. Neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. So he's like, I'm sorry, guys. I flooded everything. I killed everybody. It's just y'all now. You get all the fish of the sea, again, like I told Adam, and all the animals of the earth. But, you don't, because life thereof, which is the blood thereof, ye shall not eat. So, comment your comment down in the comments. And make sure to smash that dislike button. The rainbow. Genesis, page 6, chapter 9, verse 12. And God said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you, for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. What the fuck? Okay. First off, no wonder people need someone to, like, explain this shit to them. Because, number one, I know that it was, like, originally not in English, and it was originally not in Latin, it was originally not in any other thing. It's a translation of a translation of a translation. And so the shit sounds super fucking goofy. But if you really break it down to its brass tacks, like, it's still kind of fucking redundant. It's like saying one thing, and then, like, immediately saying that that's okay, but it's not okay. And that's alright, but it's not alright. You know? I don't fucking know anymore. And I will remember my covenant. Well, here we go again with the covenant. Which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. We already said that. We're not going to flood the earth anymore. We get it. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. I'm sorry I flooded your shit. I'm gonna put a pin in that. You know, tie it in a pretty little bow, and we're just going to move on, you know? And God said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant, which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. We already did that. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. Oh my God, did we already do Canaan? Oh, here we go again. These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. Number 1, Noah's kids. Number 1, first off, in 7 days, a dude did not build a boat twice as tall as a mountain, and 15 times as long as a mountain, and like twice as wide as a mountain, or like 4 times as wide as a mountain. That didn't happen. Second of all, if the earth did flood, like it was said to be, everybody be fucked, you know? And those tigers would have eaten the goats, and they would have eaten the humans, and the lions, and all those shits, all the predators would have just eaten the prey, right? That would have happened. God didn't make it so. That was a thing. And it was 7 days of flooding, of raining, and then 40 days of flooding, and then 150 days of flooding, and then 10 months of floods being over the mountains, which is twice as tall, or half as tall as the ark. And we're not gonna go back into that, because that doesn't make no fucking sense. And Noah began to be a husbandman. And Noah began to be an husbandman. I wish we were all husbandmans, bro. I wish my dad was a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. Why can't we all do that? That's, you know what? That's the price to pay. That's what we take away from this. You should be men, fuck the flood, fuck the sons, fuck the animals, all that shit. Oh, don't fuck them, and don't fuck the daughters either, because that already happened. No, seriously. You need to be a husbandman to your wife, and plant a vineyard, because she'd probably be pretty fucking down with that. And he drank of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. What tent? He was a husbandman and he made a vineyard. He planted grapes and then he drank of the wine and just got fucked up, right? And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father. He saw that nigga butt naked. You know what I'm saying? And he told his two brethren without. What? Hey man, you know Dad was fucking booty ass naked the other day, and Shem and Japheth took garment and laid it upon their shoulders and went backwards and covered their nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward. I don't know what that means, but maybe they had like faces on the backs of their head, or maybe they were turned around, not looking at their dad. It's kind of like when somebody asks you to hand them some toilet paper, and you don't like walk directly into the bathroom. You kind of just like open the door and just hold the roll out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like maybe something like that, right? And they covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backwards, and they saw not their father's nakedness. So they like basically turned around like, Dad, put this fucking cloak on, dog. Like, take this toilet paper, dude. And Noah awoke from his wine, and he knew that his younger son had done unto him. So this dude got out the flood. He was like, man, right now, cheers. I need a motherfucking drink. And I need a motherfucking drink reading this shit, because it don't make no sense. So he had a drink. He got real fucked up off of wine that I guess he made real quick, too, because I don't know if he... Nothing's talked about keeping grapes on the ark or whatever, but I guess he knew how to make wine, I guess, before the ark, and he kept it with him on the ark or whatever, and once everything calmed down and they had all the beasts and the fish and stuff, but they weren't allowed to have it, and then he created a vineyard, and he got real fucked up, and his sons were like, dude, you're naked as shit, bro. They came in backwards, like, holding the cloak, like they're holding them toilet paper or something in the bathroom or something. They were like, hey, man, here you go. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. Canaan cursed. Here we go. Genesis, page 6, verse 9, or chapter 9, verse 25. And he said, cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. What? That motherfucker came in there backwards into the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine and came out there with your drunk ass and clothed you, and now you're going to say he's a servant to his brethren? Man, I hate this book. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate this. This is a shitty read. I am not saying that the Bible sucks, but I'm saying that the King James Version of the Bible definitely is not like as good as other books that I have read. I'd rather be reading the fucking lovely... I'd rather read the fucking Bell Jar right now. And that book is just really fucking hard to get through. I'm going to be honest. Smash that dislike button. And he said, blessed be the Lord God of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. God shall enlarge Japheth, and shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. So this motherfucker's just going to be his servant. He's going to enlarge Japheth, give him a big old dick, right? And he shall dwell in the tents of Shem. I guess him and his big old dick are just going to swing around in Shem's tent every day. And Canaan is just going to be like a little bitch servant, right? And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. He was already 600 years old. What the fuck? So now he's 950 years old. Okay. And all the days of Noah were 950 years and he died. Bro, I know this is the Old Testament and it's the King James Version and shit, but please, God damn it, please tell me that no one's reading this and going like, yep, that happened. You know, because I'm going to be real disappointed in y'all. If you really think that a motherfucker went through all that and did all that, they got drunk as shit and was like, oh, my son's a fucking little bitch boy servant, and lived to be 950 years old. Like, no. That didn't happen. None of that happened. That didn't happen. Noah's descendants. Here we go. We're going to go through another fucking romp of this fucking shit, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Now, these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and unto them were the sons born after the flood. I guess this is where we all came from. right? Genesis, page 6, chapter 10. Noah's descendants in the King James Version. We all, I guess, came from the little bitch boy and the big dick swinging guy and the dude with the tent, right? Okay, and they all covered up their father naked in the grapevine, but, like, who cares about that, right? He doesn't get in trouble. Like, I'm about to drink every fucking day and just walk around butt-ass naked until people are, like, walking backwards. Like, here, dude, just put this jacket on. Like, you can't, it's, this is the PTA meeting. Alright, now these are the generations of the sons of Noah: Shem, Hamshank, and Japheth, which sounds like a fucking Star Trek character. And unto them were the sons born after the flood. Japheth's descendants. We're almost done with page 6, and I'm almost sad to say that we're done with page 6, but I'm going to go on until we get to Ham's descendants, which is a little into page 7, but that's okay. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog. Dude, this sounds like fucking Elder Scrolls characters. What the fuck? Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan. Why do they all have little fucking, what are they called? Whatever. I don't care. Javan and Tubal. Tubal! Come on. If I was to tell you, we're starting a fucking Star Trek roleplay today, me and my friends, right? And my character is TU apostrophe dash BAL, Tubal. Would you be surprised that that's my Star Trek roleplay character's name? Because that's gonna be my fucking Star Trek roleplayer's name. I swear to God, I'm stealing that, Tubal. I swear, let's start it over. Fuck it. The sons of Japheth, JA apostrophe dash PHETH, Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Repheth, and Togarmah. And the sons of Javan, Elishan, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided by their lands, and every one after his tongue, after their families in their nations. Now listen. People make fun of nerds, but this sounds like some straight up roleplay shit. Do you really think that a dude named Rephath and Togarmah and his sons Javan, Elishash, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodanim were really real people? I'm asking, like, a legitimate question. You tell me if I'm being an asshole. Matter of fact, I'll answer. I know I'm being an asshole, but this is retarded, dude. Do not tell me that you think that this is, like, on some real boy shit. Like, this doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. And therefore, if Chewbacca was a Wookiee that lived on the planet Endor, like, come on. Look, man. Noah's drunkenness just gets overlooked. Canaan gets cursed by being a little bitch boy. Noah's descendants are just all fucking role players in D&D. Like Dodanim. D-O apostrophe dash D-A dash N-I-M. Who would be named that? In any culture. Name me a culture where a motherfucker would be named Kit Tim Dodanim. No one. No one names their fucking kids like that. Because this is the world, the real world, and this isn't fucking the Elder Scrolls. So, whatever. Gentiles divided their lands, everyone after his tongue and after their families and their nations. Blah, blah, blah. Love you, like you later. Goodbye.